Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really plunging into something that can feel pretty daunting, tackling an English job interview.
Right.
You might have all the skills, you know the job inside out, but getting that across confidently in English, that can be tough.
It really can.
But the good news for you is, well, this deep dive is kind of your shortcut. We want you to feel genuinely prepared.
Yeah, confident.
We've basically boiled down the key stuff from a great source. Ace your English job interview.
Exactly. Our mission today really is to pull out those absolute must-know nuggets from that source. We want to help you get comfortable with the common questions, the typical situations you'll face, so you walk away feeling, equipped, not overwhelmed.
Ready to go. Okay, so let's jump right in, because I think a lot of people assume the interview starts with that first question, right? But the source we looked at makes it really clear it begins way earlier, like the second you walk in the door.
Absolutely. That's spot on.
What are those first moments about? What does the source say is key before you even answer anything?
Yeah, you've nailed a really crucial point there. The book, it really emphasizes that your initial presence, well, it sets the whole vibe.
Okay.
It advises that the very first thing is just a polite greeting. Simple, good morning, it's nice to meet you.
Right.
But the how is the important bit. With a real smile, good eye contact, confident.
Okay, so not just mumbling it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And then when they ask, how are you? Which they almost always will. The pro response isn't just, fine. It's, I'm doing well, thank you, how are you? Asking back.
Ah, okay. Turning it around politely.
Exactly. It's not just manners. It shows you're composed, you pay attention, you have that professional respect.
Yeah.
All that before the real questions even start.
That makes sense. It frames those first few seconds as part of the actual evaluation, not just like waiting room chat.
Precisely.
Okay, so you've made that good first impression. Then comes, well, probably the most common opener. Tell me about yourself.
Ah, yes, the classic.
And I know for me, and probably for a lot of listeners, that question feels like, where do I even start? How do you stop yourself from just rambling on?
Yeah, it's a big pitfall.
Yeah.
And the source material has a golden rule for this. Very clear. Keep it short and keep it strictly focused on your career.
Strictly career.
Strictly career. The insight here is that this isn't small talk. It's your opening move strategically.
Oh, okay.
The source gives a really good, tight example. I'm a marketing graduate with 2 years of experience in social media management. I'm passionate about helping brands grow online. Boom. Short, relevant.
Right. Straight to the point. Professional value.
Exactly. It signals you're professional, you respect their time, and crucially, the source warns, don't volunteer personal stuff. Like family, hobbies. Wait until they ask, if they ask.
Got it. Keep it about the job unless they open that door. Very practical. Okay, so your professional story is out there, concise. Then it often moves to what you actually bring skill-wise, and maybe where you're still developing.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, those ones. Let's start with strengths. Beyond just saying, I'm a hard worker, what kind of positive traits does the source suggest highlighting?
Well, for strengths, the author suggests focusing on things that are pretty universal, good, and relevant. Like, I'm organized, or I work well in a team, maybe I'm quick to learn new skills, things that show value.
Okay, things that apply to most jobs. Makes sense.
Exactly. Now, weaknesses. That's the tricky one, right?
Definitely feels like a trap.
It can be. And the source is really emphatic here. Don't say something genuinely bad like, oh, I'm always late. Terrible idea.
Right, don't shoot yourself in the foot.
No. Instead, the guidance is to frame a real weakness, but one you're actively working on improving.
Ah, okay. Show progress.
Yes. The example they give is great. I used to feel nervous about public speaking, but I've been practicing and I'm getting more confident.
I see. So you acknowledge it, but pivot to improvement.
Exactly. The aha moment, as the source points out, isn't about pretending you're perfect. It's showing you're self-aware. You're committed to growth. That tells them you're coachable. You want to get better. That's a huge plus.
That's a really smart way to handle it, turning a negative into a positive almost. Okay, so moving on to maybe the core pitch. Why should we hire you? This is where you really need to sell yourself.
This is definitely the moment to connect the dots for them.
How does the source suggest tackling this?
The core advice is directly link your skills and your experience to what the job description asks for. Make it obvious you fit their needs.
Okay, be specific.
Very specific. The example provided is something like, I believe I'm a good fit because I have strong communication skills, I'm dedicated, and my experience directly matches the requirements of this role.
Right.
But here's the nuance the source stresses. Be confident, yes, but not arrogant.
That line again.
It's crucial. It's not about bragging. It's about clearly, confidently showing you understand their problem or need, and you have the skills and experience to be the solution. It's effective self-advocacy. Shows you did your homework.
Confidence, not cockiness. Got it.
Okay, almost there. Let's talk about wrapping up the interview, that point where the tables turned and they asked, do you have any questions for us? Is it okay to just say, no, get out of there quickly?
Oh, big mistake. The source is crystal clear on this. Never say no.
Never. Really?
Never. It's vital. You absolutely must ask it at least one question. Always.
Why is this so important?
Well, it shows you're actually engaged, right? That you're genuinely interested, thinking seriously about the role, the company, not just going through the motions.
Okay, it shows real interest. What kind of questions are good ones?
The source gives solid examples like, what are the growth opportunities in this position? That shows ambition. Or can you tell me more about the team I'll be working with? That shows you're thinking about fitting in.
Good ones. Practical. Yeah, they demonstrate foresight. And then the final step is that polite closing. The source emphasizes, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you.
Simple but important.
Very. It reinforces your professionalism, your gratitude, and keeps that positive impression going right to the very end.
Okay, so let's pull this all together for everyone listening. What are the absolute key takeaways from this deep dive?
Right.
First, that first impression is huge. Start strong from the moment you arrive. Second, get those short professional answers ready for questions like, tell me about yourself and why should we hire you?
Keep it focused.
Third, handle strengths and weaknesses smartly, especially weaknesses. Frame them as growth. And finally, always, always have a question ready for them.
And underlying all of this is the critical advice from the source. Practice.
Yes, practice those answers out loud again and again.
The more you practice, the source points out, the more natural you'll sound. Less robotic, more confident.
Absolutely. It really makes a difference.
And maybe just to leave you with something to think about. Connecting this knowledge to, well, you.
Yeah.
Considering everything we've covered today, all these tactics and insights, which interview question do you find the toughest? And how might using these specific techniques, understanding the why behind them, really help you prepare differently next time? How can this shift things from feeling daunting to feeling, well, manageable and even confident?